guys, it's V. We all know what we want, but sometimes it's hard to put it into words of like what exactly we want. So one day I just sat down, I prayed about it, and I wrote down 10 things that I personally need in a guy. And I'm going to say them in order of importance. So the first one is the most important. Number one, if he loves God more than anything, including me. If you're not going to put God first, might as well not even say you're Christian, because that's the whole point of Christianity, is to surrender your whole life so God is 100% the number one thing in your life. And if he is, everything else is going to fall into place. So that's why I want it to be the number one thing. Number two, he's very humble and puts others first. This is a big one because pride is really bad. It's like the root of many sins. Number three, he's really hungry for God continually and has an active plan for life. So this means basically like he knows where he's going. You know, a man with a plan. I think I talked about this before. That's the kind of man I want to be my protector. I don't want him to be just, you know, some guy. Yeah. I'm lacking adjectives today. Number four, if he has a kind and giving heart to everyone, especially people he doesn't like. This is kind of important because it's easy to be nice to people who are nice to you, but it's hard to be nice to people who are mean to you. And so if I see a guy being really nice and kind and loving when they're not there, and he's nice to them even when they're not there, that's amazing if a guy can do that. Girls, be on the lookout for a guy who can do that. That shows true integrity. Number five, if he's not religious. The difference between a guy who is religious and who is not religious is a guy who is religious is just gonna stick to all the rules and regulations, just traditions and stuff like that. Like, oh, you have to go to church and you have to sit on a pew and you have to pray this way and you have to put your hands like this, and it's just, come on. You know, it's not about religion, it's about relationship. A man who's not religious, he's less rigid and he's more about, you know, just love God, and it doesn't matter if you put your hands like this or like this. Not about little man-made traditions. And I'm not saying that it's okay if the guy thinks it's fine to sin. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just talking about the man-made traditions. Number six is if he's trustworthy and dependable. If you kind of like a guy and you notice that he lied to you, and a couple times even maybe, then run away from that guy, because right now it may be like little things, but it's gonna build up, and you know, if he's fine with lying to you about little things, he's gonna be okay with lying to you about big things. Number seven, financially stable and responsible. This is important because if I'm gonna be with this person my whole life, then I have to know he's got my back, and he's not gonna go out and buy, I don't know, a boat for $5,000 or something, and then I'm gonna come home and be like, oh, well, we needed groceries. And you can see if he's trustworthy if you can trust him with the little things. It's like, I don't know, turning in paperwork or something like that, then you gotta look out for that. Okay, from here, these last three are not deal breakers, but they are, you know, still important things that I look for. Number eight, if he's healthy with food and exercise. This is pretty much self-explanatory. I mean, if a guy takes care of his body, then he's gonna live longer and he's gonna be healthier and happier and just overall better. Number nine, approval with parents and others. This is not always the case, but lots of times when someone likes someone else, their mind is really clouded with like, oh, he's so cute and he's so nice to me, and if everybody around you and your parents and everyone and people you trust are saying that, you know, this is not the right guy for you, you probably should listen to that. If you're really not sure about someone, just take a few days or a week off and just completely stop talking to them and think about, you know, the decision you have to make. And last one, number 10, if he's neat and he takes pride in how he presents himself and his home. Because if you're gonna live with this person for the rest of your life, it may not seem like a big deal right now, but later when he leaves his dirty socks everywhere, and it's gonna mean quite a bit. I'm gonna leave these down in the description box, so you can even, you know, write these down or print them out or something like that, just so next time you're considering someone, you can just go through this list, and hopefully it'll help. You can always make changes to this list, tweak it, make it your own, but I think it's a good, at least framework for someone. Oh, one more thing. Also, you can't always have everything So don't set super high standards. Don't try to create this perfect guy, because there's no perfect guys. You know, they're all gonna have flaws. So be thankful for what you have, but know for sure several things that are deal breakers. And yeah, just have a balance. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving today. Please subscribe, like this video, it would mean a lot. And I'll see you next week. Bye.